If you ever wanted Claude to just do the thing on your computer instead of telling you how to do it, Anthropic just shipped that. Claude can now physically use your computer, open apps, click around, navigate your browser, run tools, anything you normally do yourself, Claude can do on your behalf inside Cowork and Claude Code. The way it works is it always tries a direct integration first. If you have a Slack connector, it goes through that. Google Calendar setup uses that, but when there's no connector for something, instead of hitting a wall and saying it can't help, it just falls back to your screen and does it manually. There's no extra setup, no configuration, it figures it out by itself. Now the obvious question, and I know you're thinking it, is what about security? Because handing an AI control of your screen is not a small thing. So here's how Anthropic's handling that. Claude asks for explicit permission before it touches any new application. You can stop it at any point mid-task, and then running an automated detection on the model itself to catch prompt injection attempts, which is basically the main attack vector you will worry about over here. They're upfront that is still in research preview and still early, so the advice is start with the apps you trust and don't throw sensitive data at it yet, but the safeguards are at least thoughtfully designed. Now the reason this gets a lot more powerful is because of what they also shipped alongside it, and that is Dispatch. Dispatch is the piece that lets you have one continuous conversation with Claude across both your phone and your desktop. Same session, same context, both devices. So you could be on the train in the morning, you can open up your phone, and you can tell Claude to pull your weekly metrics and drop them in the report. Then you put your phone down. Claude picks that up on your desktop, uses computer use to actually go get the data if there's no direct integration, does the work, and by the time you sit down, your result is already there. You don't re-explain anything. You just come back to a finished product. And you can set recurring tasks on top of that. You can tell it to check my email every morning, run my Slack digest every Friday, update the report weekly. You define the cadence once, and Claude just handles it on the schedule from there. If you have any repetitive reporting or monitoring you're manually doing right now, that's exactly the workflow this is replacing. The combination is what makes both of these more useful than they be on their own. Computer use gives Claude the ability to actually execute. Dispatch gives you the ability to hand things off from anywhere and not have to be present while it runs. Together, you're basically delegating real work to Claude and walking away, which is a genuinely different thing than what any of these tools have been up to until now. It's also available right now in research preview for Pro and Max subscribers. Computer use is macOS only for the moment. Desktop app needs to be running and awake, and you can pair it with the mobile app and you're all set to go. Before we continue, we just launched the Universe of AI newsletter. If you want to stay on top of AI news without having to hunt for it, link is in the description. Don't miss out. Since I have Cowork installed both on my desktop and I have a Mac OS, I can actually test out the new features. So I'm going to show you guys those features, and I'm also going to set up Dispatch for the first time. So what you'll notice at the side over here in the sidebar, you'll have this Dispatch icon. So click on this, and then you're going to need to set it up. So I have kind of opened up the settings, and you can see like you can have it set up, you can allow browser use and everything like that. So you can choose like, do you want to let it choose computer use, take screenshots and control your keyboard? I'm going to say yes for that. Do you want to allow all browser interactions? Obviously, this is a good thing about Claude is that you have the customization. You can allow certain things, you can not allow certain things depending on your own preference. But for now, I'm going to turn everything on just so I can fully show you guys the new features. And then you might also have to turn on accessibility. So you can do it on your open system settings. And then I'm just going to do that. I'm going to give Claude access to, control my computer, go around, navigate. And this will allow it to navigate not only my mouse, and allow it to also type in, use my keyboard as well, which is a cool feature with the new update. So now I have given it access to my computer fully, also my browser, also my computer, everything like that. So what I'm going to do now is actually on my phone, going to ask Claude to clean up my downloads folder. And I'm going to send that command from my phone just to see how easy it is to connect with the computer and see if it's able to do that. So let me just send that message on my phone. So this clean my downloads folder you guys saw is actually coming from my phone. So as we mentioned, everything it does, it asks for permission just for safety reasons. I think this is a good feature to have because you don't want to accidentally end up deleting something or leaking sensitive data. So this feature, I would say, is a bonus point compared to something like OpenClaw, which might have a little bit less security features, but obviously, you're paying for Claude, you're going to have all these features built in because Claude relies on safety and precautions, which I personally like as well. So from my phone, I was able to clean up my downloads folder. You can see I found some PDFs like the invoices I usually send, a PowerPoint presentation, 10 videos that I record, thumbnails and things like that, PDFs and 2 existing folders I have for personal life and documents, everything like that. So what it's going to do is going to first ask me, flag for deletion needs my okay, like things document like duplicate of the original invoice, thumbnails and everything like that. And it also says like, okay, why don't you take a manually look at 5 randomly named MP4s that look like auto downloads plus 2 big videos, 1.3 combined, if I no longer need them. So that was just a quick example of how easy it is to control your laptop or your computer from your phone. And I can do this while I'm on vacation. Let's say like I need to send a file from my laptop. I can probably request that as well. So that was just one simple example. So now I'm going to try to do something a little bit more intense than just, cleaning my downloads folder. So I have a file in my email and I want Claude to basically download that file and create a spreadsheet or report on it. So let's see if it's able to do that and if I'm able to do that just from my phone. So what I've asked Claude to do is download the data file from my email. So I sent the email from myself and that email has like fake data. And what I'm trying to get it to do is to create a pie chart showcasing where our customers are and also a spreadsheet that summarizes the database, and also wanted to hide sensitive information. So right now it's spinning up the test. It's going to find that email, grab the file, build a pie chart, and then send us a summary spreadsheet with sensitive information hidden. So what it's doing currently is actually opening up Gmail and it's trying to find my data. Hopefully it's able to do that. Let's see if it's not able to do that and I'll let you guys know. So after a couple of minutes, it was taking a little bit of a while. So I asked it for a status. So it was hitting a cross-session file path issue. One thing to note, this is still in research preview, so you might have some hiccups when you're using it like I did, but then eventually it was able to figure it out. And you can see that it generated our pie chart as well, a new data file, and everything it generates, all the outputs are saved over here. So once again, this was done from my phone, which is kind of crazy to me because it went into my email, downloaded the file, read the data, and then created ready-made products for us. Obviously, with the quality of the products, they're not going to be as amazing as you would expect. For example, what you're looking at right now is the pie chart it created. Is it amazing? No, but it did get the job done. I quickly have a quick understanding of where majority of my customers are. Is it hard to read a little bit? That's fine, but I'm going to cut it some slack. I didn't specify much. I just said, give me a pie chart. So this is not bad. And then let's take a look at the new data file. So this is the data file that it created. Remember, I told it to hide sensitive information. So it redacted the name, phone, and email. And we have a company summary over here, like, okay, Indonesia, I have 4 customers. What's their total spend, average spend, everything like that. Then I made some notes as well, Gmail attachment, like that was the name of the actual file. Date process, 49 customers, redacted files, reason for redaction, personally identifiable information, hidden for privacy. All this was proprietary data anyways, but this is really cool, guys. Like I was able to do this type of work on the fly on my phone. Now just imagine like as this technology gets better, because this is still early stages, this is still in research preview, but just imagine in the future as this feature gets stronger and the models get stronger, you're going to have the ability to do full-fledged work just from the comfort of your phone. You can do it on the go, wherever. You can be ready for your meetings, you can be ready for your personal life, create budgets, whatever the case is. So this feature is really cool and I'm really excited for it to get better and excited for you guys to try it yourself as well. But that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, follow our new newsletter as well at universeofai.beehive.com, as well as subscribe to the main channel World of AI, and support us on X by following the Universe of AIZ as well. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.